Hello guys, I'm Mouse Channel. Today we're going to review Birds of Prey. It's been a little while. I've been busy with a bunch of stuff lately, dealing with some stuff for the weekend, so I just had no time for videos. And here we are getting back to it. Not much to say, but go check my other DC reviews as well. My Maki movies ranked, and probably not going to do many Scream. We'll just rank the Scream movies in general. We're not going to do any of the other videos. Same with Rocky. We're not going to do any more Rocky videos because I want to get to DCU, and then John Wick's coming, and then we have Evil Dead. There's just too much going on. Maybe I'll do a Ghostface tier list, but then that's it. And then if you want to go check my old Rocky rankings, go for it. They're right here. So let's get started. Starting off what this movie's about, coming off from Suicide Squad 2015, Harley Quinn has broken up the Joker. They are apart, and she's trying to figure out how to sort of live her life on it. And then she had pretty much a lot of people going after her that wanted her dead, but the Joker was pretty much her security, but now she doesn't really have that, so she pretty much just has to kind of live out on the run for that. And then there's this main guy, I forgot his actual name, but Black Mask, played by Ewan McGregor, is really the one that wants Harley Quinn dead. Harley Quinn wants that's the main person. That's after her. So she wants to sort of just get away from him and figure out all of that and just sort of figure out her life essentially, more or less. Now I have the good, and starting off with the good, I think what this movie does well. I think overall the whole thing with like the unreliable narrator with Harley Quinn works, where it's sort of told non-linear, but it's not really told non-linear, where it kind of like jumps back a little bit and jumps forward. It's really interesting and kind of fun at the same time. I think that side of things works pretty well. I also think the action's really well choreographed and stylized, in particular two prison fights, as well as the one with the cocaine. The final battle is pretty fun, I'd say. And overall, I think it's just a relatively, not the best movie out there, but an enjoyable one nonetheless. And I think it's fun, it's entertaining. Ewan McGregor as Black Mask is a lot of fun, where he's kind of has these quirky sort of elements about it, where he has this thing about snot at one point. There's just all these things. He's like a little like jibber jabber at times. Sorry, I have no better way to put that, but. And it's fun. I think overall it's a fun character, given a very satisfying death overall. Also, Victor Zsasz, sort of henchman slash driver slash helper. He's also a lot of fun. I think he might be even better because he like cuts the faces off the people. It's very weird and crazy and gruesome, but it's all so much fun. And overall, I like what they do with Harley Quinn here, where she's sort of figuring out her life, trying to figure out what she wants to do and how she's gonna like run away from all of these people that are trying to kill her. That all works, and how the cops are kind of interfering. It works for the most part. It's not the most interesting step, but I'd say for the most part, the whole thing that they do with Harley Quinn, even though it's called Birds of Prey, not Harley Quinn, I do think it does work. And also, I think the Birds of Prey characters themselves are not bad. In particular, I like Black Canary. I think she works. The other three are not great, but overall, I think the characters, they could have been better. And yeah, because I feel like the whole thing with this movie is that it's supposed to be Birds of Prey and with a little side thing with Harley Quinn, but instead it's kind of the opposite. So I guess it's a little frustrating. But overall, the action sequences are fun. This movie is pretty entertaining for the most part. I had a good time with it, but there are some issues. Now we have the bad, and there's kind of two things that are a little frustrating with for me. First one, it's kind of nitpicky, but I wish they didn't kill off Black Mask. I think he could have been interesting if they went on with him down the line. Even though looking back, they really wouldn't have, because what the DCU's in, they're kind of in like a pickle right now. So, and they're trying to get out of it, so it's all getting rebooted after Aquaman 2. And so there's nothing really would have been able to do. Maybe incorporating him into the Suicide Squad, but I think that would have been a little bit of a stretch. Maybe replace him with characters that died off of the first. So maybe that could have been good, but who knows? I don't know. I do actually kind of enjoy this character. I do think his death is pretty satisfying. So yeah. Second thing, this is kind of the real problem with the movie. It doesn't know whether it wants to be a Harley Quinn movie or Birds of Prey movie, or Birds of Prey set movie. Like when you get to the end, it's completely a Birds of Prey movie, but it feels like these people just got to a team together in like 2 minutes, pretty much, trying to get out, and they feel like they're best friends after that. It's like a little odd. I mean, I guess it makes enough sense, but like it doesn't fully work. And then like I don't think the characters got enough development, and the part of the problem also is that we're also getting them, and then they literally are very underdeveloped, and also we know that we're not going to see them anymore. So this movie really just doesn't matter in the end. Really, none of them matter in the end. But so, and I mean, I guess that's kind of frustrating. But yeah. But overall, yeah, it's a movie where I don't really have much to say. I guess because I'm like, yeah, it's good, it's all right. There's not much to really say about it. Cause there's nothing really to complain about because I think it's done well enough. It looks cool. The action sequences are cool, I guess, but it was nothing special for me, at least. For this movie's final score, I'm going to give it a 7.2 out of 10. I thought it was perfectly alright. I think it's fun, it's entertaining enough, but it's not going to be one I'm going to desire to go back and rewatch. And it's a fairly easy enough watch. It's not very long, so there you go. I enjoyed it well enough. I think the action sequences are great, and I like what they did with Harley Quinn here, but I wish the Birds of Prey characters were actually more developed. But I love what they did with her in the next thing she's in, which is the Suicide Squad. But yeah, I do actually quite enjoy this movie. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. See you guys next time. Adios.